Let's go back to a time when the world was younger, the air was fresher, and I, a newly minted full-time YouTuber, yes, I have just left my full-time job in a bank, decided to boldly go where no morning routine had gone before. You see, suddenly I found myself with an abundance of the most elusive resource known to humanity: time. What does one do with this newfound treasure? Embark on an epic quest to craft a morning routine so perfect, productive, and healthy it made regular mornings shrink in shame. Go big or go home, right? I was already home, so I only had one remaining option: go big. Might as well stretch the morning routine to cover the entire day. Heck, let's make it a 2-day affair. Spoiler alert, it took me 7 days to film. I set out to create the morning routine to end all morning routines. It was so packed with activities, it might as well have been a full-time job in itself. And in reality, it was. But boy, did you all have thoughts. The comment section became a wild mix of awe, confusion, and sheer disbelief. How does one person have the time to cycle, knit a scarf, become a gourmet chef, and still call it morning, you asked? Honestly, I'm still trying to figure that one out myself. But the sheer mystery of it all kept you coming back for more. Maybe some of you even tried to follow my overly ambitious footsteps. To those brave warriors, I say, please don't tell me how it went. I'm not sure my heart can take it. But also, you're not alone, because I decided to recreate this gloriously over-the-top morning routine too. Right after we catch some Z's, because let's be real, even epic morning routine champions need their beauty sleep. Tomorrow we go big, or well, we're still home, so we go big. Rise and shine, my friends. The sun has graciously decided to make an appearance, so it's showtime. I'm gonna prove once and for all that my vintage morning routine from the yesteryears was not only realistic, but also doable. The days when dinosaurs roamed the earth and I apparently had a morning routine of a goddess. Let's bring her back. Step numero uno: a sneaky escape from the cozy confines of my bed. Why sneaky? Well, because the morning routine camera was not rolling yet. Before we let the world see us in our natural, just rolled out of bed glory, we must engage in the sacred ritual of slathering our faces with finest, lightest, almost but not quite there layer of makeup. Shh. What, you thought we'd let the internet catch a glimpse of our mortal skin, complete with its very own texture and, dare I say, pimples? Heaven forbid. We must uphold our duty as real-life Disney princesses, infinitely relatable yet impeccably perfect in an I woke up like this sort of way. So here we go, painting on that masterfully crafted no makeup look that screams I'm naturally this flawless. And now, if you'll excuse me, back to bed I go. Because dear viewers, one does not simply wake up ready for the day. No, we wake up, get ready, start filming, and then wake up again. It's the circle of life, YouTube edition. Now, with our beauty sleep part officially over, let's truly kickstart this morning. I better check my antique morning routine to see what exactly I did when I woke up. But before we continue, a story time. For the past months, I've been getting these random calls from an unknown number. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's the pizza that I've never ordered, but secretly hope someone sent me. So I pick up, and what do I hear? A robot voice saying,
"We are calling from a police department."
And I'm there frozen, half expecting to be accused of stealing someone's heart, because who could resist this charm? Ew. But then it hits me. It's a scam. And it doesn't stop. Every week they ring me up, and it's becoming increasingly annoying. Who gave my number to that robot scammer wannabe policeman? So I turn into a detective and dive deep into the rabbit hole to unravel this mystery. And folks, what I discovered shook me to my core. Imagine there's a bazaar, a hidden one, where the hottest commodity is, drumroll please, our personal info. Yes, darling, yours, mine, even your grandma's secret recipe for lasagna is probably up there for grabs. They've got everything: names, addresses, how old you're pretending to be, your late night shopping habits that not even your bestie knows about, the number of times you googled how to boil an egg at 2 a.m, email addresses, basically a biography you never agreed to publish. And guess who's shopping at this sneaky bazaar? Not just companies trying to sell you things you don't need, but also, you guessed it, the villains of our modern age: scammers. So next time you get a call from Prince Charming promising you a castle, remember he might just be a regular at this not so fairy tale market. You see, your personal info is like popcorn at a movie theater, everywhere and in high demand, especially by those who shouldn't have it. Luckily, we have the right to request our name and information to be taken off this list. But the bad news is that it would take you years to do it manually just once. Equivalent to trying to clean up all the popcorn off the theater floor with a pair of tweezers. Tedious, right? And just when you think you've cleaned it all up, next movie ends and bam! Popcorn apocalypse all over again. But there's a superhero who can save your day. Incogni, the sponsor of today's video. You team up with Incogni and it's like you've just hired a super-powered vacuum cleaner specifically designed to suck up all those pesky popcorn pieces, aka your personal info, from every nook and cranny of the internet. Incogni is reaching out to those data brokers, the popcorn spreaders, requesting removal of your personal information from their list. And every time a new popcorn piece tries to make a sneaky comeback, Incogni is there ready to zap it away. Since letting Incogni handle the cleanup, my life's been a breeze. No more random calls from the depths of who knows where, or emails offering me bridges for sale. Plus, checking Incogni's dashboard is like watching the score of a game where my privacy is winning. It shows how many info bits they've tackled, how many are left, and it keeps on guarding my digital space without me lifting a finger. If you too want to take back your privacy, check out Incogni. There's a link in my description. Use code BEAUTYCORNER and get 60% off an annual plan. Thank you Incogni for sponsoring. Now let's wake up for the third time already and actually start this day. Normally, upon awakening from my beauty slumber, the first logical move is a sleepy shuffle towards the bathroom. But no, tales of toilet tribulations have no place in our enchanted morning routine. We are too perfect for that. Instead, we leapfrog right over the basic human needs like peeing, breakfast, or the sacred morning coffee. Who needs that when you can whip out your paintbrushes and create a motivational masterpiece worthy of a spot on your wall before the sun's even had the chance to yawn? Fast forward to now, where time is luxury and my stomach's growling is the soundtrack of the morning. So we're keeping it simple, folks. We do not have a week to spend on one morning routine like back in the good old days. So I'm down to doodling a sun accompanied by the battle cry, "You can survive this." A mantra for those of us navigating the dangerous waters of life without breakfast. Here's to DIYing on an empty stomach, because who said you need food to fuel creativity? Or so I tell myself to justify the rumbling in my tummy. And just like that, the motivational quote is now slapped on the wall. Did it fill me with boundless go-getter energy, or am I now just thirstier, hungrier, and a more desperate to pee version of myself? I'll let you take a wild guess on that one. Okay, what's next on this thrilling adventure of morning conquests? Is it finally time to refuel with a glorious breakfast, or at least hydrate to avoid becoming a human raisin?
Okay, the world is waiting, so let's get ready and start this day.
No, my friends, we're not quenching anything yet, because there's a bed that hasn't been made. In the glamorous life of a pretend perfect, trying to be responsible, aiming for productive, fresh entrepreneur, the quest for a spotless room reigns supreme. Because clearly a tidy room is the secret sauce to a successful day. So let's fluff those pillows and smooth those sheets, all while pretending we're not about to pass out from the hydration. Are we now finally making a grand entrance into the kitchen? No, it's a detour to the loo. Oh, sweet relief. Except, wait a minute, who said anything about relief? Perfect princesses don't acknowledge such earthly needs. We're bypassing the call of nature for a date with our toothbrush. We're gonna brush our teeth because obviously that's a logical step before breakfast. You know, brushing before eating is like putting on sunscreen at midnight. Totally makes sense, right? I know this way in my old apartment. We're off to the kitchen. But wait, did we just magically morph from pajamas to athleisure in a blink of an eye? Absolutely, my friends. Only in the whimsical world of the perfect morning routines do such miracles occur. Now, quick march to the wardrobe. Grab that sporty look as it's the last piece of cake at a birthday party. I can smell the food. It's finally happening. Our stomach's prayers have been answered. And here we are, the grand unveiling of the fridge to grab a lime. Not the breakfast champion, a banana, or at least an exotic baby pineapple, but a lime. Well, alright then, let's roll with it. Hydration's hydration, right? Yes, I'm pinning the hair back when cooking, cause who did you think I was? Lime chunks of hope incoming, but wait, we need mint. Sadly, my kitchen harbors no fancy indoor herb garden. Instead, I've got a few brave mint leaves clinging to life in my backyard. So we've drawn, cleaned, brushed, changed, and now added backyard foraging to our morning madness, all on the back of 0 calories and zilch hydration. It's like we're competing in the self-sabotage Olympics. Oh, but what's this? Sparkling water enters the chat. So with a slice of lime, a whisper of mint, and bubbles to lift our spirits, we finally raise the glass. Let's drink up, champs. I almost choked on a mint leaf. That would have been fun. Hold on to your hats, folks, because it looks like breakfast may actually be on the horizon. Drumroll, please, for the grand debut of yogurt and berry popsicles. Except plot twist, there's not a single popsicle to be found chilling in my freezer. And if I start whipping them up now, they'll be ready just in time for a midnight snack. Classic. But fear not, culinary adventurers. We're nothing if not resourceful. We're gonna pivot faster than a squirrel on a skateboard and use those same popsicle ingredients in a more immediate, less frozen form. It's yogurt bowl time, baby. But first, there's more adventure to be had. Back to the garden, we are headed on a quest for strawberries. Now, these strawberries aren't just any strawberries. They're the most desired treats of the garden, adored by lizards, birds, and yours truly. It's like the Hunger Games out here, folks. Who will triumph in the daily duel for the red jewels? Birds, lizards, or will the underdog, the quasi-flawless Disney princess, claim victory? Surveying the aftermath of the garden battleground, it's clear that birds and lizards had a feast. This one's a goner, that one's history. Big thanks to our feathered and scaly friends for leaving nada for yours truly. But can you see this? A couple of survivors, jackpot. We got ourselves breakfast, folks. I was starting to think we'd have to resort to photosynthesis. Finally, some actual food. Let's dig in before I start eyeing the lawn for grazing. Over the past decade, I've served a buffet of morning routines. Let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I've been busy. A magnificent collection of mildly quirky to are we sure this is still Earth levels of weird. And the crown jewel of weirdness, the ASMR adventure. Oh, the memories of whispering to the camera and making sounds that were supposed to soothe the soul or confuse it profoundly. I mean, after years of intense crafting and DIYing, there's a non-zero chance we have accidentally glued together our last few brain cells, leading to a permanent out to lunch sign flashing up there. We are ready and fueled for our morning workout. Did I ever actually kickstart my day pedaling like a maniac, eyes on Tour de France prize? You wish. That kind of early bird enthusiasm was exclusively manufactured for show, a special feature in the Look How Put Together I Am edition of my idyllic morning routine. Picture it, me nestled in a cozy Norwegian valley, surrounded by postcard-perfect scenery, a lake here, a splash of greenery, and forest there. Ideal for that look at me being all outdoorsy vibes. However, I'm now set on a steep hill that laughs in the face of my biking aspirations. Here, biking is less leisurely morning exercise and more extreme sports trial. A thrilling 2-minute descent followed by 1 hour tide-burning and panting trek back up. Result, my bike's been on an extended hibernation in the garage, dreaming of flatter days, collecting dust and spider webs together with our other roommate, Bob. Bob's job description includes being on the receiving end of a good pummeling, but around here we're more the enjoy the calm morning tea type rather than punch things before breakfast. So Bob's been hanging out quite literally, living his best life in the company of my dormant bike. It's a chill vibe in the garage, no workouts, no worries. My beautiful wall art telling me I can survive this as it failed to do its only job it had today. Hang on the wall. The clock is hitting almost 11 a.m. and it's time to dive into the is it still morning or technically lunchtime shower. Can someone explain why I'm already plotting my next nap? I feel exhausted. Seriously, this morning routine is turning into a full-on endurance test. Striving for perfection should come with a health warning. May lead to extreme tiredness and urgent need for midnight snoozes. Back in the golden era of my shower scenes, I was dishing out life hacks like they were going out of style, claiming they were as essential as oxygen. If you haven't been religiously following them for the past 8 years, A, how dare you, and B, I am genuinely concerned for your well-being. me. How are you even still alive? We could review these wisdom marbles one by one, but we've got a marathon morning routine to power through, and at this rate, we're flirting with a finish line at midnight. As for the hair washing debate, I'm officially on team not today shampoo. Feel free to file a complaint to management. Next up on our how to be a flawless human being before noon journey, we're supposed to tackle this incredibly complex ordeal called hair drying. A task that, according to every beauty guru ever, involves more steps than moon landing. Because apparently letting your hair dry the old-fashioned way with air and that little thing called physics is just too mainstream. But folks, today is our lucky day. We're gonna pull a magic trick. We're gonna skip the whole shebang because our hair never even had a rendezvous with water, so praise the hair gods. Hold up, is our next item on our never-ending morning extravaganza a full-on nail art marathon? If any of you brave souls attempted to follow this Titanic of a morning routine and actually had places to be like school or work, I owe you an apology. Imagining you explaining to your boss or teacher, sorry, I had to get my nails done as you roll in at sunset. Look, this nail art may be the epitome of Instagrammable, but let's be real. Between the layers of polish, the detail work, and the snail pace of drying time, we'd be lucky to finish before the next ice age. So we're hitting a big O skip button on this one. Upset? Consider this a lesson in time management. Onward we march. Makeup time, round 2 of the day. Obviously, I bombarded you with a pile of absolutely indispensable, life-altering makeup hacks guaranteed to speed up your preschool glam routine. Meanwhile, in reality, I was probably on day 5 of trying to wrap up this marathon of a morning routine. And here's the kicker, slapping on a second layer of makeup over our already stealthy I woke up like this facade. Do I really have the credentials to dish out speedy makeup wisdom? Let's just laugh and leave that question hanging, shall we? Guess what? It's breakfast sequel time. The initial yogurt act was merely a teaser, a tiny appetizer before the feast, so what's on the menu now? A majestic fruit salad with grapes, kiwi, mango and strawberries all chopped up in some fancy life hack inspired way. But do I look like I've got time for culinary acrobatics? Well, maybe technically I do, YouTube life and all. But plot twist, it's already noon and this unadventurous whole pair is about to become my main character. No life hacks, no gimmicks, just pair untouched by complexities of internet famous cutting techniques. And there's more to this brunch, I mean breakfast saga. Heart-shaped pancakes are making an appearance. Here's the thing though, I'd love to recreate this pancake nirvana of my past, but my gut has decided we're no longer on speaking terms. That's right, my digestive system has basically unfriended me on all platforms. So I'm making the pancakes minus flour, milk and sugar. What are we left with? Eggs. Yeah, because my insides are currently hosting the kind of fungal party you definitely don't want to be invited to, and feeding them their favorite treats, that's a hard no. So welcome to the breakfast of compromise. Now, I could attempt to mold these eggs into something resembling a heart because, you know, we're whimsical like that, but who are we kidding? The sun's already descending and we're still rocking the PJ look. So let's keep it real and save the fancy shapes for day when we're not racing against the clock in our sleepers. Oh wait, we aren't stopping just yet. In the days when my morning routine was less survival and more living my best Pinterest life, I whipped up raspberry lemonade. There was more art than drink. I mean, we're talking about a masterpiece rimmed with sprinkles and chilled with raspberry flower shaped ice cubes. No wonder it took a week to film. But we're skipping that chapter today and I got a perfect excuse. My holistic doc has advised against drinking with meals, claiming it messes up with digestion. So today, out of all days, I am an obedient patient. But also shout out to my internal fungi for saving me from the lemonade labor that would have easily devoured another hour. I never thought there will come a day when I feel gratitude for these guys. We have finally hit the wardrobe milestone. Time to actually get dressed and, you know, start the day. At the crack of 2 p.m. Talk about fashionably late, but hey, who's counting? Now, I could throw at you about 20 different clothing hacks I've hoarded back then, but here's the thing, if you've made it this far in life without them, you're probably doing just fine. And for those of you dying of curiosity, they're still stashed away in the old video for your viewing pleasure. Alright, drumroll please for the big moment. I'm about to rock the same dress I wore in that viral morning routine from 8 years back. Yes, the very one that's been collecting dust and nostalgia in my closet ever since. I'm not exactly a dresses girly, you know? In fact, if my memory still works, the last time it saw the light of day was during that very video. So I declare you the official uniform of my morning routine adventures. Cheers to finally getting dressed. It only took us most of the day. I think I've demonstrated that with a sprinkle of determination and maybe a dash of delusion, you can indeed smash through everything that old morning routine video dared to throw at us. Sure, we might have taken a shortcut or 5, and I'm crossing my fingers you let those slide, because without those cheeky little detours, this Saturday morning routine was on track to spill into the next Tuesday. Don't forget to check out Incogni by clicking the link below. Okay, see ya, bye!